Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. Guys, as always, smash that like button. It really helps the algorithm. Um, just give that like button a smash, man. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate, like, yesterday I put up videos and like I've got 30 likes, 22, and then about 80, and the video's not even got that many views, like probably 500 views. My views have fallen a little bit, but I think that's probably got to do with the live stream, because I think the live stream was really getting out there and we were getting a lot of viewers. Also, I was doing a lot of interviews. That's all stopped because obviously, as you know, the last 4 weeks it's been tough. Um, but hopefully, I will. What I'm planning to do is tomorrow do the first live stream. Even if it means doing an hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes. I will try to, because I've got a couple of online stuff that I've got to do tomorrow. So if I'm feeling okay, I think we're good. I think I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe around 7:30 ish, or maybe a little bit later. It is the weekend after that, so it's not a problem. But yeah, I'm planning to do the live stream tomorrow. Um, let's see how long we can go. Let's see how many of you turn up. I'm not expecting that many to turn up, to be honest with you, because of the fact that I think the algorithms dropped a little bit. But I do think the live streams, once I start doing them regular again, I do think that that will bring my views up, and I think that will bring a lot more viewers back, because I think the live streams were really, really good, because I think it was giving you guys an opportunity. Right now, I'm just doing videos. So I am planning to do a live stream tomorrow. So as many as you guys that can turn up, it would be great. The more of you that turn up would be great, because I think the live streams, we had a great thing going on with the live streams. And that's what was really disappointing for me, is that I had to stop that, and I haven't done one for 4 weeks. And it's been very disappointing for me, because you guys know how much I like talking to you guys. So yeah, I want to get that back started, even if it means me doing an hour and a half, not the long ones that we used to do. We just do some 3 hour ones. Um, but I am planning to do the live stream tomorrow. Even like I said, if we don't get that many viewers, it doesn't matter. Um, let's get it going. Maybe if we talk about a topic like Canelo Docs Andrade or something like that, a lot of you would turn up, and then hopefully we'll get back kicking off again. Because it's, like I said, I really want to. I really want to get back out there again. I really want to push, what we started, because I felt like we were on an upwards trajectory, and then kind of like this couple of weeks has kind of halted us back a little bit. So yeah, hopefully we will get back to the live stream, and I really enjoy speaking to you guys. I want to thank everybody that sent all the get well soon messages as well. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate you guys sending me those messages. It means a lot. But getting into the video, guys, I saw an article, and this would be surprising to you guys, because Andre Ward, who's obviously helping Caleb Plant to prepare for Canelo Alvarez, apparently this Boxing Scene article, it's on there on Boxing Scene. Andre Ward has told Caleb Plant to get under Canelo Alvarez's skin, because he says when you're fighting a puncher, it's important to get under their skin. Or when you need to rattle a power puncher. I don't know. I didn't read the full article, but I saw the title. I think what Andre Ward is saying there. Firstly, I think Andre Ward knows too much about boxing for Andre Ward to think like that. Because Andre Ward knows that Canelo is not just a power puncher. Canelo Alvarez is no power puncher. He's a proper boxer. And especially up at those weight classes, he's not a power puncher. Canelo can't rely on his punching power up at 175 and 168. He's not the most devastating knockout. He's not a Julian Jackson up at those weights. Canelo's not the type of guy that at 168 he's going to be knocking you out cold with one punch like a Julian Jackson. The power punchers are guys like Julian Jackson, Deontay Wilder, who don't have the greatest boxing ability, who have limit skill set. I remember when Julian Jackson was fighting Harold Graham. Harold Graham was outboxing him every round, and then Julian Jackson caught him with a punch. Those are guys that are technically deficient, but they have huge punching power. Deontay Wilder's another example. He's got huge punching power and he can knock you out with one punch, but technically deficient fighter. He doesn't have great boxing skills. He's not going in there to box. He's not going in there to outbox you. Hence why most of the time Wilder's down on the scorecards when he knocks the guy out. Jackson was the same. Jackson probably had better skills than Wilder, but still was limited in terms of his boxing ability. But he could punch. And I personally think I personally think Saul Canelo Alvarez is not a power puncher. I look at him more of a boxer than I look at him a power puncher. Now Canelo is built for power. The way he's built, the way he's structured, his body structure is built. But up at those higher weight classes, remember Canelo Alvarez is fighting at weight classes where he's fighting well above his weight. In my opinion, I do think he's now a fully grown 168, but he's not a like. Look at him. He's giving away a lot of height, reach and all of that. He's not 6 foot or 6'1". This is a guy that's 5'8". He's a small dude for, height wise. Even Billy Joe, who's not a super middleweight, he was taller than Canelo Alvarez. So Canelo Alvarez, from a height point of view, even from a size point of view, some of these guys like Caleb is massive. He may not be built for power like Canelo, but he's massive. If I've seen Caleb I saw Caleb in a picture on a night it looked like he was out. I don't know where he was out, and he was just in a normal t-shirt, and he looked massive. He looked easily like built 200. He's massive. David Benavidez, Callum Smith, these are big dudes, man. These are like probably guys that walk over maybe near 200 pounds when they're out of camp. These are big guys. Big guys, 6'1", 6'2". These aren't small guys. So for me, personally, I don't think Canelo's a big power puncher at this weight. I do think he's a solid puncher, and I think if he hits you enough, he's going to do serious damage. And he can, as he did with Saunders, he can, do stuff like that because he is an explosive puncher. He can definitely hurt you. But I don't look at him as a power puncher. I look Canelo more as a boxer. Hence why people saying that Canelo's just a power puncher, it's nonsense. Canelo's not just a power puncher. He's a great boxer. You need to look at Canelo as a great boxer before you look at him as a power puncher. Canelo's boxing IQ is unbelievable. Like I said to you, and I said this many times, he can walk you down. He can box with you from the center of the ring. He's got every shot in the book. He goes to the body great. He goes to the head great. He's got great punching power. He's got fast hands. The only thing that Canelo probably is his weakness is he's got slower feet, but even that has improved. Even his slower feet have got better. They've become more educated. He knows how to he basically knows how to maneuver you around the ring. Look at what he did with Billy Joe. Billy Joe had a better feet, but he was going to the body. He was so clever. Just because somebody is quicker and more like athletic in the sense that they've got quicker feet, that doesn't mean their feet are more educated. Billy Joe might have quicker feet, but I don't believe he has more educated feet than Canelo. And Canelo's built that up through experience. Canelo's just got every shot in the book. He punches very hard. He's got everything. Canelo's got everything. I don't know how you can just look at Canelo as just a power puncher. He's not. Canelo's more than a power puncher. He's a boxer. And anybody that looks at Canelo Alvarez as just a power puncher doesn't know a lot about boxing. And I don't think Andre Ward knows a lot about boxing. So I don't know in what context Andre Ward said that. But Andre Ward's saying that rattling a power puncher. Canelo's not a power puncher. Canelo's a boxer. He's a better boxer than Caleb Plant. I have never looked at Canelo as a power puncher. Yeah, he's built for power and all of that. That's all good, but he's not a power puncher. You need to get that out. Canelo is not just a power puncher. He is a power puncher, yeah, but he's a better boxer than he is a power puncher. Canelo's not a Julian Jackson. He's not a Deontay Wilder. He's not a guy that's knocking you out cold, especially up in those weight classes. He's more of a boxer. He breaks you down. He dismantles you. That's a boxer. Deontay Wilder don't dismantle fighters. He just knocks them cold because he's a power puncher. Julian Jackson, he didn't dismantle. He just knocked you cold. When you got someone like Canelo Alvarez, look what we did to Callum Smith. He dismantled him. A boxer does that. A guy with very high boxing IQ does that. Not a guy that's just a power puncher, because a power puncher doesn't have that kind of boxing IQ. He doesn't have that kind of boxing ability. He just has power. Canelo's got power, right? And he's got great boxing IQ. Hence why he's able to dismantle world-class fighters. But Canelo's not just got punching power. If Caleb Plant's going into that fight thinking Canelo's just got punching power, he's in big trouble. Because Canelo hasn't just got punching power. He's got everything. Canelo's literally complete fighter. Like I said, the only thing that you could say that Canelo was Canelo's weakness in the past was his feet. And even they have improved and become more educated. He's a complete fighter. Like, there's no way anybody looks at Canelo and thinks he's a brawler or he's a power puncher. He's not. He's a proper boxer. He's a world-class boxer. Like I said, his skills, for example, when you look at someone like Usyk, you look at someone like Crawford, they're not built for power. So when you look at those guys are boxing and they look better to the eye. They look more skilled. But Canelo's even more, because Canelo's got power. He's got explosive power. But he's also got what they've got. But he doesn't look as good aesthetically as they do. So people just look at him as a power puncher. He's not. He's a great boxer. If you know what you're looking for in a boxer, Canelo Alvarez is a great boxer. Great boxer. And that's what I find strange, where people say he's just a power puncher. You know, Caleb Plant's not just fighting a power puncher. He's fighting a great boxer. Not just a puncher. Canelo's not just a puncher. And if you train for just a puncher, you're in big trouble. Because as soon as you get in there and Canelo starts setting traps, you'll realize that this guy's a lot more, a lot better than just a puncher. Floyd Mayweather is once in a generation fighter. He's probably the top 5 greatest fighters of all time. So him beating Canelo doesn't really mean anything, because Caleb Plant's not Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is one of the greatest fighters ever. His boxing IQ was probably the highest boxing IQ we've ever come across in the sport of boxing, in the boxing history. He was that sharp, that intelligent. You know, so you can't really look at that and say, oh, Mayweather was a unique fighter. Caleb Plant's not that level, and he's not shown to be that level. So I don't really think that Canelo's just a power puncher. He's more than that. And if you know your boxing, you know that he's more than that. Really frustrates me when people just call Canelo a power puncher. Like, what are you looking at? The guy's got some of the greatest skills in boxing right now. You know, he's complete. He's complete. Just because he doesn't look as good aesthetically as some of the other top pound for pound fighters, that doesn't mean that he hasn't got great skills. The guy's a complete fighter. He's got everything. He may not look as good as Usyk from a skilled point of view, right? Aesthetically, from the eye, he may not look, but like I said, Usyk hasn't got the power that Canelo's got, the explosive power. You don't beat some of the fighters that Canelo's beat so emphatically. Like, even people say Smith and Billy Joe. Those guys are good fighters. And if he beats Caleb Plant, then what's he going to be the excuse? Because people are saying he's beating up European fighters. Okay, so when he beats Caleb Plant, what's going to be the excuse then? You know, so like I said, I don't look at Canelo as just a power puncher. He's more than that. He's a great boxer. And that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Leave your thoughts though. Let me know what you think. Is Canelo just a power puncher? Or is he also a great boxer? Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.